The Eternaut second season to dig into a lot of sci-fi concepts. Netflix's Argentine sci-fi series The Eternaut is officially set to return for a second season. The survival drama, which stormed into the streamer's global top 10 upon release, will conclude its story in the next chapter. Speaking to Deadline, Francisco Paco Ramos, Netflix's head of Latin American content, said, "Season 2 is going to be very important. It's going to dig into a lot of sci-fi concepts that were just pointed out in Season 1, and they are going to be fully blown. The follow-up season will aim to wrap up the narrative over the course of around 8 episodes. Based on the 1957 Argentinian graphic novel by Hector G. Oesterheld and Francisco Solano Lopez, The Eternaut follows Juan Salvo, played by actor Ricardo Darín, after a deadly snowfall devastates Buenos Aires. Salvo, along with a few other survivors, embarks on a tense journey through a ravaged city, struggling to stay alive. The show's premise combines speculative science fiction with local storytelling, grounded in Argentine socio-political memory. We wanted people to feel that this could happen in their city, Ramos told Deadline. He added that the visual scale of the show was carefully constructed, starting from a house, moving to a building, then a neighborhood, and finally expanding to the entire city by episode 4. The show's creator and director, Bruno Stagnaro, will continue at the. Ramos praised Stagnaro's vision, describing the series as very personal and a project where the director maintained full creative control. Producer Matthias Mistyron described The Eternaut as a meaningful and technically challenging undertaking. "We believe that we will manage to close the whole story beautifully, with probably 8 more episodes," he said. The show's production is reported to be the most extensive and technically demanding in Argentine television history. The visual effects workload was staggering. Development for The Eternaut dates back nearly 2 decades. KS Productions secured rights from Oesterheld's estate in the early 2000s, originally envisioning the project as a feature film. Netflix's entry in 2018 redirected the adaptation toward a series format, which Mistyron believes better suited the episodic nature of the source material. One particularly surreal moment came during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown in 2020, when location scouts wearing full COVID-era PPE ventured into an eerily empty Buenos Aires to plan for the series. "We were like a mix of scientists and Martians as that first team of 5 people went out to the city to scan the main sets," said Mistyron. For Netflix, The Eternaut is part of a larger wave of high-profile Latin American productions, alongside Colombia's 100 Years of Solitude and Brazil's Senna. While production dates for Season 2 have not been announced, the team is clear about the creative scope: 2 seasons, around 14 episodes in total. "We can sustain it for a second season, but no more than that," said Mistyron. Latest blogs.